Today I'm going over 5 ETFs I'm looking to buy more of. The market's been pretty wild lately, so I'm looking for a bit more stability. I'd love to hear what you're planning to buy. Let's get into it. All right, so first on our list is HYLD. Now this is one that I've owned on and off for the past year or two, and they so far have delivered what they've said in their website. So there has been attractive monthly income, and there's been some growth as well. I've owned this around 12, 13, 14. Recently it hit 15, and now it's trading back down around $14.30. So let's take a look at what they hope to do. Provide attractive monthly income. I've seen that. And long-term capital appreciation from a diversified multi-sector portfolio. It pays about 12% right now. Let's keep looking. So the NAV, $14.26. So it's trading slightly above that. I'll probably be watching this one in the next week to see if it continues to fall. It's fallen quite a bit. It's fallen at least 60 to 70 cents in the past week alone. If this dips below, honestly, I'd probably buy it right here. But if it opens a bit lower in the morning, or if it seems like this is falling, I would probably look to add more of this. It's been good to me, and I like how broad this is. Like if you look at what's in here, so technology, healthcare, financials, communications, consumer staples, energy, just a little bit of everything. And then we look at, I guess, the different ETFs that make up this one. So I own a little bit of ETFs.TO. I'm liking what it's been doing. It's just a little bit new for me to be putting a large amount of money in there. I also like this, that overall it's got 999 million, so quite a bit compared to some of the other covered call ETFs that I've seen. Risk rating, medium, no idea how they come up with these. That's interesting. So that's the first one that I'll be looking at. All right, so number 2 on our list is Evolve Canadian Utilities Enhanced Yield Index Fund. Damn, that's a long name. UTES. So why do I like this one? I like that it covers Canadian utilities, and I also like that it pays out really high distributions. So let's take a quick look at the distributions. I also, actually, before I get into that, I like the price that it's trading at, $9.43. We'll see if this continues to fall a little bit. So really quick look at some of the holdings in here. So let's see, Enbridge, Fortis, Rogers, TELUS. TELUS has taken an absolute beating recently, but long term, I still think it'll continue to go up despite how bad it's been recently. Pembina, Hydro One, AltaGas, TC Energy Corp. So just a lot of companies that I like overall. Now quickly, I said I would look into the distributions, and I didn't. I lied to you all. So here we are, 14 cents. This one is a newer one, so I wouldn't go too heavy into it, but I would be looking to purchase more of it. I think right now, how much do I own of this? Let's see. So right now I've got a very small position in this, about $1,000. I'd be looking to possibly add another 500. We'll see. So that is number 2, and these aren't really in any order. They're just ones that I'm looking at, ones that I like. That is number 2, and these aren't really in any order. They're just ones that I'm looking at, ones that I like. The next one, Bank. So again, pretty high yield, exposure to Canada's largest banks, insurance companies, covered calls. So let's take a look at this one. Why do I like it? So NAV, $9.11. It's trading a little bit above that. So if this one comes down, I've owned this on and off, and recently I sold a large position that I had in it. I thought it hit an all-time high and it would come back down. Turns out that I was wrong, and it just kept going up. So this is one that I'll probably look to just re-enter, buy more shares of. Let's take a look at what's in here. So 100% financial, awesome. Let's see. So we've got National Bank of Canada, Manulife, TD, RBC, Scotiabank, CIBC, Bank of Montreal, Sun Life. So these, I think, are all pretty solid companies. I would expect these companies to continue to do good despite market conditions, and I'll be looking to add to this. Not sure what price I would target. It's around $9.20. Possibly the $9 range, I'd look to buy more, and if it dips below that, I would probably go a bit heavier into it. Let's see if I can find distributions for this one. Okay, here we go. So it's been pretty solid this year. They've been at 11 cents. Okay, just the one page, so this is a newer one. So the next one I'll go over is one that I'm sure you're already familiar with, but if you're not, VFV, Vanguard S&P 500 Index ETF. This one roughly doubles every 5 years. I've held it for 3 to 4 years and it's been pretty good. It also pays a very small 1%, or there you go, 0.9% dividend, which depending on how much you have in it can be a nice little bonus. Let's see. So it's trading at 165. I think the high for this was around 170, 171. Just due to market conditions, it's fallen a little bit, which is why I'm targeting this one now. I'm always looking to buy this, but this is a price that I like, especially when I've seen it a decent amount higher recently. So performance on this has been good, but the underlying holdings have gone up quite a bit, especially this year. I don't see them dipping far down. I expect these to still continue to go up in the long run if you look at what's in here. So Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Tesla. These are all companies that I like. I don't buy them individually. I prefer to buy things like this that just, hold the entire bundle. I would expect this to just continue to go up. And if the price of VFV falls, let's say it goes from 165 to 163, I would consider investing a decent amount into it. Okay, so we'll go over one of my favorites. I think this one I don't see this one talked about very often, probably because it's not, doesn't have an unreal, 40% distribution. So currently it's close to 12%. This one focuses on just healthcare leaders, so healthcare related companies in the US. We'll get into which one specifically in a little bit, but let's go through distributions first of all, and I'll kind of get into why I like it. So they go back to, I guess, the end of 2022, all through 2023. They paid consistent distributions. 2024 kept it going, and then recently raised it just a little bit. And they've been strong throughout 2025, so that is something that I like. This is the leveraged version of HHL, which I believe goes back about 8 to 10 years, and they've been paying out consistently. So the consistency is something that I like, especially when some of the other covered call ETFs I own are newer. But let's go over let's see, portfolio. Let's see what's in here. Can I see? Okay, so this contains HHL. So we'll just dive into that real quick. Let's see. So this is what I mentioned. And while we're here, I'll just quickly go through distributions. So all the way back to 2015. So we'll do some quick math. Yeah, I think I said around 8 years. It looks like it's been about 10 years, and they've been very consistent with it, which is nice to see. So let's look at what's in here. So it should be large cap US healthcare companies. So these are some companies that they hold. You'll see all large cap US healthcare companies that do pretty well. So we've got AstraZeneca in here. Let's see. We've got Johnson & Johnson, Stryker Corporation, and that is what HHLE, so the slightly leveraged one, is built off of. This one's been a bit wild this year. If we look at it, it's traded kind of all over the place. Let's see. So about a year ago, this was $10.26, and it fell quite a bit. It fell to around like $8.58 and recently has been slowly making its way back up to $9.38. That is what I like to see on these. Just hold kind of consistent around my average price. I think right now on this, I might be, yeah, I'm up just a little bit. So it's paid me consistent dividends, I think around $100 a month with the amount that I have in it. And it's trading at close to what I bought it at, or what I've averaged down to. So to me, that's a win. And those are some of the ETFs that I wanted to go over. Let me know what you're buying. Let me know what you think. Yeah, thanks for watching.